Welcome back, Gearheads, to this week's updates in the Gearheads Garage, March 23rd, 2017. Let's go. Good morning, Gearheads. It's about 9 o'clock in the morning, March 13th. I'm on the freeway headed to the south side of San Antonio to a junkyard. Headed to that junkyard because I do remember seeing a short bed Chevy Truck there, and if I want to cut this Vandal down to be a short bed, there's a couple parts there I'm going to need that would make that a lot easier. Like I hear the fuel tank is going to be smaller.
In a half mile, take exit 44 for US 281 south toward Texas 536 spur, Roosevelt Avenue, Pleasanton.
I didn't know for a fact, but thankfully from the comments I read on Facebook, they say the fuel tank is going to be smaller. That makes sense. Fuel tank in this thing is a 34-gallon fuel tank, man. I think it's huge. It's kind of cool. I don't have to fill up forever. But
take exit 44, then continue on to US 281 south.
There for a minute, tell me to turn here. But okay, so the fuel tank, but I knew for sure I was going to need a drive shaft. So last time I was there, it's been a month or so since I've been there, but it had definitely had both of those. It had just gotten there.
Continue on US 281 south.
Not many people are going to need those items, so hopefully they're still there. It actually had a good bed on it too. I'm going to ask them how much they want for that. Though I don't really need it. I just picked up a donor parts truck last weekend from my buddy Dan Wiley up in Dallas. It has a short bed on it. It's an extended cab with a short bed. You have to excuse the vibrating camera there. It's on my windshield and this road's bumpy. But the bed's in great shape except for the fenders. The fender flares, the edges where the fender are around the tire, they're rusted out. The truck had come from up north. And let me show you how nasty it is in front of me right now. It's not horribly nasty and rainy, but it is raining. A little bit chilly.
In a half mile, turn right onto Roosevelt Avenue.
I'll make sure I find something to lay on while I'm pulling that gas tank out. So yes, got up early. I should be up there where my donor truck is, ripping it apart. I need to get that donor truck stripped down as quick as possible, which means this week, everything that I think I could possibly use off of it, I need to get it off. And the rest of it I need to dispose of. It's currently, since I don't have a place to live yet, you know, I just moved here, got out of the military. I'm looking for land, place to set up shop on, but doesn't mean I can't do any work, so I'm trying to do what work I can.
Continue on Roosevelt Avenue for 3/4 of a mile.
A vehicle half torn apart in my parents' driveway is not a good thing. They got HOA over there, they're not gonna like that, and I don't like to leave crap laying around. Try to set the record of being the world's cleanest mechanic at some point. I don't know if I'm there yet, but I'm pretty clean when I'm working. So anyways, this week's focus is to get that truck stripped down and thrown away. You know, I wish I had land I could hold on to it for a while in case anybody needed parts. I could share it with you, get some parts to you, but I don't have time for that. That means I'll take the short bed off of there and throw it on here.
In a quarter mile, make a U-turn
throw this bed away.
Street.
Sucks to say that, but I mean, that's what I got. This bed's pretty beat up though. So I'm about to park here in a minute. We'll go out there and I'll show you the truck if it's still there and what we're going to grab. Wait a minute. I can't go there on an empty stomach. I gotta get some food. Hope they got a banana or something in here. All right. They didn't have crap for healthy breakfast, so you know I got some Vienna sausages right next door anyways. Here we go. Danny's. You pull it. I'll pull it, Danny. I will pull it. If you got it. Let's see if you still got it. All right, walking to the back here. Last time I saw the truck, it was in the back, hidden over here in the corner. There it is. Oh my gosh, that was a full truck last time I was here. Everything was there. Bed's gone. Please drive shaft be there. Oh, the rear end's gone. You know the drive shaft's not there. Damn it. Fuel tank though, that's good. We need the fuel tank. What else we got? Oh, I see. Some drop shackles. I should probably grab those just for the heck of it. Well, at least we got a fuel tank. I'm gonna dig around here and see if I can find the drive shaft anywhere. I don't see it. Let me go look around some more. I'll be back. I'm sitting here getting ready to go ask them how much for that fuel tank and go get my tools. And I look around, see the drive shaft's gotta be here somewhere. Not many people are gonna want it. They probably wanted the bed because it was in good shape. I'm like, that drive shaft, it's gotta be here. I'm looking around, there's a grill. Guess I'll go see what kind of condition the grill's in over here. That's the one that came off this truck. And bam! Look next to it. I bet money that's the drive shaft. Even though I thought they were aluminum. And I gotta Google what length they're supposed to be. But wait a second. I mean, that looks like a 60E yoke. That's probably it. I might have lucked out, buddy. Let me go talk to the guy, see what he wants. Well, I got the fuel tank pulled off that truck pretty easy. Got the drive shaft and the drop shackles off of it. And then I remembered I need some SUV rear brakes. So I got the dual piston aluminum calipers. So I'll grab those while I'm here too. On those SUV calipers, this is a 2003 Tahoe, by the way. Got the caliper off. I figure I'm probably gonna need that mounting bracket as well. If y'all don't know, the bolts on the mounting bracket itself are extremely hard to break loose. So I don't keep a strong enough tool in that little toolbox of mine to do it. So I run back to the truck. You know, I got this thing from Harbor Freight thinking it was ugly as hell, and I didn't really want to get it. But I knew it would probably be a good idea. Watch, I get it to extend. Probably be a good idea if I ever ran into a situation where I needed more leverage. It extends out and gets longer. This is probably what I'm going to need. There's two. What size are they? Large. Can't even read these dang sockets. Harbor Freight socket. Okay, 18 millimeter. Two 18 millimeter bolts that hold this bracket on. So I'm going to take this one off. I already got the caliper off. Check out this other side though. It's a little misty and muddy today. But if you wait for a perfect day, you're never going to get anything done. Come around this way now. This is where the fun is. That's why guys in the salvage yard, you'll see grabbing hoods, material, wherever you can find. Sit in, lay in, kneel in. Actually, I was using this thing right here. Fender skirt, whatever you want to call it. So I can stand on that instead of standing in the mud. Already got that caliper off. Got them piled up over here. Now I just need to get the brackets. I'm getting the heck out of here. I got work to do back at the house. Alright, remember how I told you how hard these bolts are? Those two big 18 millimeter bolts are to break loose. That's why I went and got my big ratchet right there. Yeah, so bad that it broke my 1/2 inch to 3/8 adapter. Should have known better. It's not that I prefer to use an adapter, it's because that toolbox is compact. So to keep the tools to a minimum, all I got is 3/8 sockets. Looks like what I'll be adding now is 18 millimeter with a 1/2 inch socket, because I can't get them brackets off now unless I walk across somebody who's got one. They'll loan me. I'll have to come back and get them another time. That sucks. And here's everything I got that day at the junkyard. You got the fuel tank off the short bed. The drive shaft appears to be correct. It measures 14 inches shorter than the long drive shaft that's on the Vandal right now. And then I got the two calipers off of the back of the Tahoe to go on the rear of the Vandal. Got one of the caliper brackets there, but we'll see what happens with that. And here we go, the overview of the parts donor truck I got from Dan Wiley. He had snagged the engine and transmission out for his LS swap project. I believe it's a 95 Chevy Truck. But the truck overall looks pretty good. It was used up north some, so there's some rust on it. The cab corners and stuff's rusted out. That's okay, I don't need it. Engine's gone. Most of the stuff he'll need for the swap he pulled out of the engine bay. But the body parts are straight. It was a GMC, so I won't be able to use the front bumper. But that is a short bed right there that will go nicely on the Vandal. Interior's all in good shape because it was kept indoors in the garage or under shelter most of the time, so the plastic's nice and strong, unlike the Vandal. Vandal had the cracked dash. There's carpet. Everything just needs to be cleaned because rats had moved in there. And you know, of course, it's got a smell, so I'm just going to deodorize the carpet, interior, get it all cleaned up before I swap it into the Vandal. I took the whole doors. Instead of just removing the power door parts, I'll just swap in the whole door, because these doors are in better shape than what's on the Vandal, since the Vandal has dents in it. That'll give me power windows, power locks, so I won't have to reach across the cab anymore to lock the passenger side door. And the interior is just much nicer. I grabbed all of it. I pulled it all out. These beds come off way easier than the old square body beds, since the nuts are welded into the bed, as long as the wheels don't break loose. But I was able to pick it up, pull it off with the cherry picker. Just ran some straps, ratchet straps, down to the hooks that are in the bed. Hold them down in there. I think my buddy Derek Titus was the one who showed me this trick. It's hard for me to keep track of all the tips I get from everybody, and I appreciate everybody's always giving me ideas and advice that helped me along the way. I just can't keep track of everybody who's giving me these tips, so I'm sorry if I don't give you credit for it. And this is the aftermath. You see all the parts everywhere ripped off the truck, set to the side for now. And it's about all done at this point. Just need to load the truck up on the trailer, get it disposed of so it's no longer in the view. Don't have to worry about HOA, neighbors or anything. Get the trash gone and pack up the rest of the parts. What's left of it, all the parts that I could use. Rush, I had about a week to get the parts ripped off of it, but that's it. Got it behind the Vandal, tow it up to the scrapyard, drop it off inside. Ripped inside the dash. The plastic was good because this vehicle was stored indoors for years. I wish I had time to rip out that back glass because it's factory tinted. But don't. I went ahead and took the little disc brake master, cut off some connectors. Wanted to take the control arms and rebuild them so I could swap them onto the Vandal later, but I don't have the time for it. Found out the rear end had 373 gears and a gov lock, limited slip differential, so we snagged that out of there. They've got miles on them. You can tell the gears are worn, but I think they may work well enough for me to do a few burnouts in the Vandal. So I'll put the limited slip and the 373s in the Vandal. Got the bed. It was a short bed, so it's going on the Vandal. Rear bumper looked good on the outside. It's rusted on the inside. This truck was up north for a while, but rear bumper looks better than what the Vandal has. All the interior took out because it had carpet, power doors, power windows, and I'll try to catch a video of transferring all that onto the Vandal. The Vandal's going to be multicolor soon. I'm going to have tan, whatever color that is, I'm colorblind, champagne tan doors and a bed pretty soon. I'll probably put the doors on this week. And here's what we got left. Got the Vandal sitting here waiting to get his bed pulled any day now. Chairs are here. Still trying to decide if I'm going to use that version of center jump seat or the 2016 one I got in there. But what I wound up doing, I used vinegar at first to clean them. I had some stains right here from drink spilling, whatever. Cleaned them first with vinegar. The vinegar had a bad smell. We wound up using another odor eliminator and disinfectant. They smell great now. They're all cleaned up, ready to go in. But I'm going to wait to put them in. Still got to clean the carpet. And before I put them in, I'm going to put in some Dynamat knockoff stuff called Fat Mat. We got the short bed back here. It had a cover on it as well. And all the parts, well, besides the fuel tank's under here. But all the parts that came out of the truck are stored in here for now. The bumper's down here. And then the door, leaning against the poor Camaro. But that's all the parts. Any minute now, or any day I should say. Actually, I was getting ready to start it today, but I realized I need to get a video up to you guys. But any day now, I'm going to pull the bed off and start cutting it down to be a short bed. And what I think I'm going to do with that, instead of making one long video of how to cut these down to a short bed. I'm gonna start off in series, just record it as I go, because if you wait for that video, you'll be waiting a long time. So I'll just start off in series, you know, what I'm doing each day and what I'm trying to figure out at that point. Upload a video weekly like that, and my process of what I'm doing. It should only take, you know, a day or two to actually do, but recording it and figuring things out, I haven't even researched what I'm going to be doing yet. Luckily, some guys on Facebook gave me some tips of how it's normally done. I was thinking of an old school way, like with square bodies. Usually you would have to cut the frame and weld it back together, but these are slipped in together from the factory and then welded together. It's a little bit different process. So that's what you can expect next week. Put money on that. This bed will be coming off, and you'll see me figuring out where I'm about to cut, remove that 14 inches from, make the Vandal a short bed. Each week I'll do a video making it a short bed. I want to catch a video of throwing those other doors on here. You wouldn't believe how easy these doors come off and how simple it is. Hopefully it's that simple to make all the power stuff work too. But I'll make a video of putting the power doors on weekly basis like that. Then once I'm done with all that, I'll consolidate those videos to make it into one how-to video, making a long bed into a short bed. Now on to a different subject here. It's going to be short and brief, but it's just to show you what's been going on the past week and why it's taken me a little bit longer to get a video up this time. I needed a flush toolbox to go on the Vandal, one that didn't sit up over the rail and cover the back window. So I found these two online on an offer up again. I got them both for 40 bucks. I'll use one in the Vandal and one on the nose of the trailer. Disregard that moped you see back there. I just couldn't help myself. He threw it in there for 20 bucks. I took it. I considered the idea of making a drift trike because I've always wanted to. And then I realized I don't have time for that kind of project. I got too many projects going on, so I passed that opportunity on to my buddy. Then at the same time, he had a beat up, dead pop-up camper. Another 20 bucks. I couldn't pass it up. Now, not like I'm going to restore it or rebuild it or anything. I wanted it so that I could strip the crap off the top of it and use the frame and have a utility trailer. So that's what I did. My brother Germ Dog came over. We ripped off all the crap off the top of the frame, disposed of it, and was left with a bare frame. So now we just need to put down some expanded metal or something and have a decent little utility trailer to haul stuff around on. And then finally, I went through the joys of learning to change RV tires. All 4 tires were dead on my brother's trailer, so I went out there and we spent a full day running around picking up tires and jacking up that RV to change them out. There you go. Hopefully all of that helped fill the void so you know what's been happening since the last video and why sometimes it takes me a little bit to get one up. I stay rolling. Life is good, but life is short. We got to make the most of it, keep on moving, making things happen. That's it for this video. Remember, if you like what I'm doing and you want to see more, hit the like and subscribe button below. Y'all have a great weekend. Be productive. Keep on wrenching.